Folks, buckle up. Click it or tick it. Puff, puff, pass, pass, as they say on the streets. It is Wednesday, November 4th, 2020. I am James. You are you. We are here for the midweek edition of At Home with James, right here, as we are every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, some Saturday night, some Sunday mornings, including this Sunday morning at 11 a.m. More on that later. We are here for another grand edition of the show, and I'm coming in hot. I've only ever had a chance to do this a few times, but I have got some breaking news. The votes are in. It is confirmed, and I can confirm that I've been voted coolest guy of this decade. In a landslide victory, I am the winner. There's been a variety of elections that have been going on over the past 48 hours, but as far as I'm concerned, the one that I just won is by far the most important, and I'm also the incumbent little cutie, and I was able to maintain my seat in the House for that one. Folks, tonight is all about celebrating a wintry Wednesday. Now, here's the deal. When I made the graphic for today's show, it was last night. It was real cold, and I had my heater on. I didn't leave my place today up until about 1:30, and it was a pretty warm day outside today, and it's going to be another warm day outside tomorrow and maybe even the day after. So you know what lesson I learned is if you're going to preemptively make your promo imagery, James, maybe check in the next day to see if anything has changed. And in this case, it did with the temperature. But I promise to bring you a wintry Wednesday episode. Nevertheless, even if you were walking around outside with your winter jacket and your cool guy toque, tonight we've got some winter content for you. Much later on, Marc Rowland will be back to give us some tips on the upcoming winter, how to stay warm, how to have fun, a whole variety of things. In addition to that, Carla Mah will be here, and we're going to be talking about something that is one of the greatest accessories to staying cozy when you are at home in the winter months from late November up until, at least in Quebec, mid-May, let's say. We're going to be talking about candles, and I can't wait. But we are going to kick things off with someone that is usually here on Friday. Now, this person has some plans that will, be stopping them from being here on Friday. We're going to hear all about that in just a matter of moments. So let us welcome, replacing his sister, Conor Rose on the couch. It is one of the most popular guests in this show's history. Let's welcome Conor Rose. Conor, how's it going, buddy?
Pretty good, James. Pretty good.
It looks like you got yourself a new hat there.
Yeah. What do you think?
Well, is that a little propeller on the top? Well, I like it. It's like you're keeping your youthful side alive despite the fact that you are, in fact, 32 years old.
Well, this is a gift from Miss McConnell.
Okay, so Miss McConnell, Nancy, as we have known to become acquainted with her by way of the information that you provide to us, usually on Fridays, Nancy McConnell gave you a gift over the weekend, and it's a little boy propeller hat.
I said I would try it out, so here I am.
Now, what does it say on the front of the cap? Is that what does that say?
FAO Schwartz.
Oh, it's FAO Schwartz. Okay, so the famous toy store in New York, you have an FAO Schwartz branded propeller hat, traditionally worn by little kids.
Yeah. So what do you think, James? Like, would it be something like you would wear?
Would I wear that? I could see myself maybe having worn that in up until about, let's say, 2005.
Okay.
But you can still wear it. It doesn't matter to me.
Well, I told her I would give it a shot, and see what you thought. And
yeah.
So yeah, it's just, James, I don't know if you can tell, but
You're glowing.
My ringworm is completely gone.
Yeah, there. Of course, I was taken by the hat, but I need to know, as someone who suffers from ringworm, how did you manage to clear up the insane case that you had only 3 or 4 days ago?
Well, Nancy McConnell gave me a bath.
Okay, so Conor, if I may, can I recap what happened on Halloween night? You called me on the phone.
Yeah. Oh man, am I ever grateful for your advice that night.
Well, I'm not sure I gave you much of any. It's all you, buddy. It's all you. You are the con man. Yeah, I can tell that you're feeling pretty good. So for the people that weren't here, you called me on Halloween night because you had found yourself in a precarious situation in which you had 2 dates on the same night. One with Rhonda, the 19-year-old who you went trick-or-treating with and then subsequently were making out with in her dad's shed. And following that, you left and rollerbladed to your house where Nancy McConnell was supposed to pick you up, take you home, dress you up like Dennis the Menace, famous little boy fictional character, give you a bath, and then share a bed with. Now, take us through what happened. You last touched base when you were rollerblading home.
Yeah, so I sped home as fast as I could because she didn't know that I was having a trick-or-treating date with Rhonda before.
Yeah.
That's when my suspicions that Nancy was Rhonda's mom started.
Yeah, can you explain to people who might not know what happened? How did you discover this?
Well, I peeked in her house in her window and I saw her dad, and her dad looked exactly like a guy who was in a photo with Miss McConnell at her country house in Saint Jerome.
Yeah. So continue. Tell us what happened. Nancy picks you up. What kind of car does she drive?
Subaru.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So
Does she ever let you drive?
Well, yeah, we've been practicing because I'm trying to get my license.
Nice.
Yeah. So she picked me up in the Subaru, and like I just made it like right in the nick of time. I had my Toto, my dog costume on, like I got it all off. And I put on my Dennis the Menace costume, jumped in the car. We drove to Saint Jerome. It was like a little like I was so nervous because I think she might be the mom of my other girlfriend. And so, yeah, we drove to her house, and then we got there and like, she's just so cool.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about Nancy? What kind of grilled cheese are we talking about here? Is
there's
it
like
brie,
2 kinds of cheeses.
Havarti?
I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
But I can tell there's 2 of them.
Sure.
There's like butter on both sides of the bread. It's like, and like a lot of butter. And she cuts them into 4 and she cuts off the crust. And I just like never had something so tasty in my life.
Right. Okay. So you're eating your grilled cheese sandwiches. Also, it seems like maybe we perhaps have lost audio on our stream, according to some people in the chat.
Hello?
Yeah, let's keep testing that out, Conor.
All right. So we're okay.
Yeah, keep giving us a hello test.
Oh, hello? Hello?
I think we're back.
All right.
Okay, so she makes you grilled cheese, 2 types of cheese. What happened next?
So then she's like, she noticed that my ringworm had gotten a lot worse, like all over my body. And so she gave me the bath like she promised she would. So she fills the bath. She's like, the ointment that she used to cure my first ringworm she turned it into a bubble bath.
It was like a honey-based ointment.
Yeah.
Yep.
James, I got to get you some of this bubble bath.
Yeah, I was going to ask if I could get some of Nancy's magic bubble bath. I'd love that.
because like it completely cleared up my ring.
Yeah, I can tell. You look great. It also looks like you gave yourself a bit of a trim.
Yeah. Well, I was going to talk about that. Like, so Rhonda's really into Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, Rhonda, the 19-year-old, is into Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're shaving for Rhonda.
Yeah.
Okay.
James, I am in love
With who?
with both of them.
Okay, so but Connor, I have a lot of questions.
Okay.
Take me through Halloween night. So you have the bath. Does Nancy get in the bath with you?
No.
Okay.
She's like scrubbing and like she's like rubbing in the bubble bath like into the spots that need it the most.
Yep.
And like she's like washes my hair and then like gives me a towel, like towels me off. And then
how are you feeling getting toweled off? Is that a nerve-wracking moment? Do you like it?
It was really nice, James.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever toweled you off?
Never.
Well, you should try it.
Yeah, let me put the call out tonight on Instagram, looking to get toweled off this holiday season. But I was under the impression that Nancy wanted you to sleep over.
Yeah.
Okay, so take me through that.
Well, then she's got like this massive bed.
Mm-hmm.
But James, before we get there, I gotta say, like, she went down to make me a snack.
Yep.
And I was like, I decided like I had to do some investigating to make sure that this was really Rhonda's mom.
Yep.
So I find a picture and it's Nancy, the guy that I saw in the window, whose name is Bart. I found out.
Bart? So Rhonda's dad is named Bart?
Bart Riggins.
Bart Riggins? Yeah, the father of Rhonda Riggins. Okay.
So, and Rhonda, and like, I saw the picture and I was like, I don't believe this. Like, it's true. So I look at it and then like, it was confirmed that like, I like looked at the back of the photo and it said their names. Mm-hmm. So Nancy McConnell is really Rhonda's mom.
Okay, now do you bring this up to Nancy when you guys are, getting into bed?
James, when you have a woman like that bathing you,
yeah,
and bringing you into her bed, like, do you really think you want to say something like, I think I'm dating your daughter?
You know what? You're absolutely correct. Yes, you know what? The student has become the teacher. Where'd you pick that up?
What?
How do you just know that?
I guess like just intuition.
You're learning. Okay, so you guys get into bed.
So we get into bed and like my mind is racing, right? Like, and I'm thinking like, am I gonna like get into the major leagues right now? Like, is this really gonna happen?
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized like, Connor, like, listen to yourself. Like, what does your heart want?
Yeah.
That's like something that you would tell me.
Yeah.
And like, I think so. James.
Connor.
This might come as a surprise to you, but I've never had sex.
Look, it happens. It's okay. There's no judgment coming from my end.
Thanks. So I realized that like I want my first time to be really special.
I think that's the right move. You don't want to do something you're going to regret.
No. So I didn't feel like Halloween night was like the right night.
Yeah.
So we just like cuddled and like I touched her boobs.
I really I like how hard you leaned in for that one.
I just don't want anyone to hear. It's like,
yeah, you don't want anyone to hear. Let's just this is between you and me. What was that like for you?
Wow.
It's turning into like a Howard Stern interview right now.
I never watched him.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, yeah. You never watched him. It's okay.
So it was amazing, James.
Yeah.
I love boobs.
Okay, hey, that's great. That's great, Connor. You seem really good. You seem excited. You seem happy. You love boobs.
I love boobs. I love Miss McConnell. I
You
love
love her too?
I am in love, James. Have you ever been in love?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I like I've I mean, I've liked girls in the
Yep.
past a lot, but like this
Mhm.
is different.
Yeah. What do you think is different about it?
I touched her boobs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an important stage of, physical intimacy is, it can be a sign of love.
But I also love Rhonda.
Yeah. So what are you going to do about this?
James,
Look, I know you can't be here on Friday, so what's going on?
I'm going out with Rhonda.
Going out with Rhonda. Okay, what's on tap for Friday night?
Well, thing is like we can't do much because of her dad, Bart.
Yeah, yeah, Bart.
So she like we got like pretty far in the shed.
You guys made out?
Yeah.
Well, you got further with Nancy though.
Yeah.
Now, but did you make out with Nancy?
Yeah, like a little bit.
Okay.
There was mostly like just like cuddling and like, you know.
Yeah, you touched your boobs. Yeah. Can I tell you, there's something I'm not so sure about between you and Nancy. I feel like she's acquired you for some type of maternal satisfaction. You know what maternal means?
Like a mom.
Yeah, exactly. I almost, she's bathing you, she's drying you off. You guys are getting into bed. You're just having little kisses and you're cuddling. I'm worried this is going to a weird place. Let's move on. You got a date with Rhonda on Friday. What are you guys going to do?
Wait. Why are we moving on? I like kind of want to understand what you're trying to say here. Like,
Well, I think I've made it pretty clear what I'm trying to say.
but it
I
feels
think
good. Like I feel good.
there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I think that Nancy McConnell is interested in having you as some type of son. Let's move on to Friday night. What do you got going on with Rhonda Riggins?
Well, she wants me to come to her shed.
Yep.
And like I'm gonna try to like get into the major leagues with her too.
Okay, so you're telling me that you're going to try to touch Rhonda's boobs.
Yeah.
All right. So how do you feel about potentially in the span of 1 week touching one woman's boobs and then her daughter's boobs that, within the same 7 days? It's pretty wild.
It's pretty wild. Like,
you ever imagine that when you and me first started talking, you'd be the type of guy who would touch a woman's boobs and then touch her daughter's boobs?
Never in a million years, James.
Yeah.
Like, it's really something else. Like, can you imagine?
It is something else. It's something else.
But like, is it okay? Like,
do you feel okay?
Well, I'm really conflicted because I feel like there's something a little wrong about it,
Well,
and if either of them were to find out about each other,
things could get a little sticky.
Yeah.
Well, I think as we've talked about time and time again, Connor, you just got to follow your heart.
You're so right, James.
Well, I try my best, I've never been in a situation like the one that you are in right now. So I can't tell you what to do one way or the other. I've never dated a mother and her daughter.
Have you ever been in love with two people at once?
No. It's going to be okay, buddy. You're going to just live your life. No, Connor, it's okay. It's O'Connor. What's wrong, buddy? We can't end things like this. What's wrong? What's wrong?
I just like feel like it takes me so much to like open up to someone.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally found like 2 girls who really like me.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're related.
That's really that's really hard.
Sorry, James. I can't be on the show anymore.
Connor, come back, buddy. Why is he grabbing his ass when he leaves? All right, well, I guess that's Conor Rose. He's going on a date with Rhonda Riggins. Wait.
I didn't want to end things on a bad note.
Yeah, I understand. I understand, Connor. Look, do what makes you happy. You're going to come to many bridges in your lifetime. Some of them you're going to cross. Some of them you're going to choose not to. No matter what happens, you're going to learn at the end of this, okay?
Okay.
And when it's time to make a decision, be honest, you'll do it. I trust your instinct. You feel better after that cry?
Yeah.
All right. I'm glad. Connor, I'll be in touch. Let's see if, maybe we can chat on the phone. We can, I don't know. I'll do my best to be there for you. Okay, buddy?
Please. Because like right now, James, just to end things off, like I'm trying to decide like who to lose my virginity with.
Yeah. Well, maybe next time you're here, we can talk about that. You know what? Maybe we can integrate some opinion from some of our other guests, maybe the audience. Who knows?
Okay.
That sound cool, buddy?
Yeah. James, thanks for being a pal. Like, I'm sorry I got emotional.
Don't worry. This is what I want you to do. I want you to stay confident because you can't spell confident without con. You can't spell Connor without con. Take it easy, Connor.
Bye, James.
That is Conor Rose. We were on the couch with Carmen Rose, hosted by Conor Rose. Now, I remember when Carmen was hosting this segment, it was about Carmen interviewing me. When Connor took over, he interviewed me for 1 week. And now I just kind of give him dating advice. Now, between you and me, everyone out there in Twitch land, this stuff with him and Nancy is weird, right? Like she's mothering him, right? I'm not crazy. I don't know which way to go. Either he dates a 19-year-old where they go into a shed and make out to avoid the anger of her father, or he dates the mother. In any event, we are going to move on to our next guest. She is here every week. Please welcome to the show, coming to us all the way from Vancouver, British Columbia, where it is only 6:30 p.m. It's Carla Mah. Carla, how's it going?
Hi. It's all right. I guess, I don't know, I had a couple of technical snafus today, so not happy about that. My voice mod decided to cut out all the audio because it was running in the background. It's stupid.
And now you're screaming at everyone.
Am I too loud? Sorry.
That's fine. I don't mind it. I think that's part of your charm when you're on the show.
Good. Let me turn myself down. Is that better? Is that more comfortable for you?
I find the whole thing fun.
Okay.
Carla, can I ask you a quick question before we jump into why you're here? Do you think that something unusual is going on between Connor and Nancy McConnell?
The whole thing is unusual.
Right,
I said last week, before the whole spooktacular happened, I said you should just dump them both. Dump them both. Be done with the whole situation. It was complicated before. It's even more complicated. And is it bringing maximum joy? You know, it's just a disaster waiting to happen. People's hearts are going to break left, right, and center. It's a relationship between a mother and a daughter. And, you know, you can't break that. Well, you could break that up, but do you want to break that up? Do you want to be that person? Are boobs worth it? No.
Well, apparently to Conor, it was his first feel.
Yeah, that's
Hashtag
fine.
first
Get
feel.
you got your first feels out. Go move on to the next. Yeah.
All right. So the you've spoken. One of the contributors on the show has spoken. You think Conor should move on. Between you and me, I do not believe that's going to happen.
Oh. Well, you think that Conor's gonna choose one?
I think he's going to ride, and I say that only metaphorically speaking. I think he's going to ride the lightning. I think he's going to ride the lightning and ride the wave as much as he can.
Oh, really? But
yeah,
Conor seems unsure.
Well, we're going to find out. We're going to see what happens this weekend.
I would really love to meet Rhonda and Nancy.
I also feel that same way, but I'm also scared.
Oh, you know what? I'm not scared. I'm excited.
All right, so I'll see what we can do to make this happen. I'm going to send Conor a text after the show. Carla, let's get into why you're here. Tonight is a Wintery Wednesday, and you were doing some online shopping earlier on for some candles, which I happen to most enjoy during the winter season. Now, people out there might be asking, are they really going to talk about candles for the next 15 minutes or so?
Who would be asking that question that way?
Well, some type of candle skeptic, and the answer is yes. But I understand, Carla, that you have something very specific planned for this candle-based segment. Take me through it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I thought, as I was going through my candle search online, there are many scents that I could go with. But I thought, maybe there's a scent made just for me. But I know that you're also a candle lover. And I was curious, what kind of scent is James?
Oh, so if they were to turn me into a scent, what would that be?
Yeah, exactly. So I looked online. I scoured the internet for a very special quiz.
Yep.
That will tell you the very answer.
So we're going to do a quiz to determine what scent I would be. Now, this is a perfect opportunity because the main production note that I get is, James, you don't engage with the viewers in the chat enough. So I'm going to engage with you right now out there on twitch.tv/@home-with-James. My hand is touching your hand. Put your hand out. I want you to feel what I say. The electricity that blasts my forearm up my hand and out of my fingers into your fingers. When I ask you this question in the chat, I would like for you to determine what a James scented candle would be. If you can do like a combo of scents, I'd really appreciate that. So get to work, everyone in the chat.
Everybody, I'm going to give you the link to this quiz so you could do the quiz along with us and let us know what scent you are. Okay, everybody. Let's go through this. I'm going to just
Let's begin the quiz. As we're about to go through the
here we
go through the quiz, we've got some answers right now, which include leg dander and Big Turk. I think Big Turk fits. Leg dander, I resent. Let's begin the quiz.
All right. James, choose a season. Oh, I wonder which one you're going to choose. Spring, summer, fall, winter.
Fall.
Okay, next question. What would you be doing if it's raining outside? Playing in it.
This quiz is you yelling at me. That's the cadence of the question.
I'm just talking normally.
Okay, what's that next question?
Okay, what would you be doing if it's raining outside? Would you be playing in it? There's a bunch of options for this.
Yep.
Cuddled up indoors with a good book. No, that's not you. Watching a good movie. Also not really. Probably running errands regardless. Cooking your favorite meal. Or napping.
Napping.
Yeah, I knew it.
We're gonna go napping.
I could just take this test for you. Choose an absolute must have for a spa day at home. Is it a bathtub pillow, a waterfall shower, an essential oil diffuser, hot stones, a foot soaker, or a face mask?
Okay, so I would love the shower Like, was it the shower rainfall?
Waterfall shower, yeah.
But I own a foot bath, so I'm gonna go with the foot bath.
You would own a foot bath. Okay, foot soaker is next question. Which of these places do you prefer? The beach, the mountains, the countryside, the desert, the city, the forest.
Okay, so I mean, I really don't want to spend any time on a beach ever. The mountains, too much walking. The forest is too boring. The desert is too hot. The countryside is nice, but if I had to pick, I'd live in it. What was the question?
Which of these places do you prefer? Oh, that's true. It could be those two last two.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go with the city. I'm gonna go with the city.
He's a city boy, everybody. Yeah. Moving on to the next question. Choose a word to describe you that also describes a candle. Hot, warm, fragrant, bright, melty, comforting.
You know what? I'm going to go with comforting.
I knew it.
Despite my harsh voice, I think I'm a very comforting person.
You're a comfy boy. All right, yes. Moving on to the next question. Finally, choose the pattern that gravitates.
This is the last question?
Yeah, this is the last question.
All right.
Finally, choose the pattern that you gravitate towards most. Okay, so first one is like a rusty metal. Next one is like gradient green bands, all the same. Next one is like a bokeh effect, very soft, pink, glittery. The next one after that is orange to yellow, kind of diamond kind of thing. Next one after that, you got some beige panel things, pretty boring. And then one after that is like a velvety burgundy rose petal.
Rusty metal.
Oh, this is your personality matches a candle scent, and you need to know which one. You got apple cinnamon. You're the most down-to-earth person ever. You're totally modest, a little bit of an introvert, and you care deeply about everything you do. You aren't one to flaunt yourself, but people definitely notice when you're around because you make things so much better. Whoa.
Now, I think that is pretty accurate.
That's fucking accurate.
I would like, Carla, I want you to read that one more time.
Okay.
But do it kind of like a candle salesperson. Or no, I want you to sell the world on James if I were a candle scent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, get ready to light this apple cinnamon.
Featuring an evil laugh.
Get ready for the most down-to-earth candle ever. You're totally going to feel modest and a little bit introverted, and you're going to care deeply about everything you do when you light up this baby. Get ready to not flaunt yourself, but you know what you do? You make people feel better when they get a sniff of your scent.
Available now at HomeSense, Winners, Marshalls, and all associating stores. Well, I'm pretty shocked at how accurate of a breakdown that was for the candle / my personality.
Yeah, that was insane. Did anybody else take this quiz at home? If so, put your answers in the chat. I want to know.
Yeah, Carla, you're fired. You were fired up tonight.
Am I?
Okay. Yeah, and I also thought that your read on that candle thing, I think you have to take over the COVID-69 segment now.
No one could take over the COVID-69 segment. That is Stephanie's forever. Why would you even say such a thing, James?
Yeah, first of all, I make Connor cry, and now I've upset another guest. Will I make it 3 for 3? Keep watching, because Marc Rowland will be up soon. There we go. I got Carla back on my side.
Oh, yeah, little apple cinnamon. That's okay.
Well, here the question that I have for you is, with the holiday season fast approaching, Carla, do you intend on purchasing any holiday scents?
Oh, fuck yeah. I love myself. Ooh, I love like smoky kind of like man scents. Yeah, give me a man candle, a mandel. Give me it.
Okay, so this really is turning into the COVID 69. You've co-opted
My
the COVID.
favorite candle that I was ever gifted was gifted to me by previous guest and best friend of mine, Raquel Belmonte. She gifted me a Vancouver Candle Company candle, and it's the Gastown one. They have a whole like theme where they name them after neighborhoods in Vancouver, and the Gastown one is so sexy. Oh my fucking god. Like this candle, that's all you need. Get this candle. Gift it. Give people this candle. You need it. It lit my fire. I'm still thinking about it, and I had it last year. I burned through that baby so quickly. Oh,
Carla, you're fired up.
What? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You're over your.
Well, you know what it is? I'm drinking this like what is it called?
Wine.
No, it's not. I haven't drank wine in so long. I'm sober. I'm bone sober right
Spoken
now.
like a person who just drank a glass of wine.
No. I'm drinking this cold brew.
I haven't had wine in so long.
No, seriously, I haven't had wine.
Everyone, I need you to go buy this. This candle that I purchased smells like man. Have you ever purchased a candle that smells like man? Oh, God. That's my new Carla Mah impersonation.
Yeah, I'm fucking horny for this candle, okay?
Oh, there you go. It is COVID 69.
I am bone sober. I didn't smoke anything.
Oh, now you're using the term bone? You're talking about bone sober now?
Dave Kaufman in the chat, everybody. Oh, Vance in the chat, everybody. Man sense. Oh, fuck yeah.
Spoken like a drunk person who sees someone walk into it. This is a drunk pose.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling loosey good. I guess I am feeling good. Man, I haven't even talked to you all day. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what happens. This is because it's all coming out at once.
Yeah, it was once you started talking about this man-scented candle, really, it made you what's the word? Love drunk.
Maybe there's pheromones in that candle. I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, I dream about that candle.
Yeah, this episode is.
If you can get me a present, just get me that one candle.
All right, so we're going to avoid the James scent, which is the apple cinnamon.
Apple cinnamon's okay, but I'm definitely for the man scents. Oh, boy smell candles. They're so expensive, and I see them around all the time.
That's from the Conor Rose collection.
Yeah. And there's like, I think it's called just straight up Kush, and it smells so good. Smell those candles. Oh.
All right, so according to Carla Mah, smell those candles. Well, Carla, before we let you go, any final thoughts, horny or otherwise?
Support your local candle companies, you know?
Yeah, support your local candle company.
Poured, originally crafted, a lot of love put into them.
Yeah,
you know?
a lot of love put into them, so you can put a lot of love into somebody else.
Those candles will last you longer. They'll have a longer burn time, so the value you'll get. Trust me. Invest in your good candles.
All right, that sounds great, Carla. Well, thanks so much for being here, and we'll talk next week, okay?
Okay, bye, everybody. Mwah!
That's Carla Mah. The segment started with her yelling at me, and then it ended with, I don't know what the hell that was at the end there, but that's Carla Mah. Thanks for that, Carla. We will be back this Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe there will be a United States president by then. But I assure you this, if there is, we're not going to talk about it on this show. But what we will do is welcome Steph Mercier-Voyer to the show this upcoming Friday, where she usually is, right here on twitch.tv/@HomeWithJames. And we will be back this Sunday for the Sunday morning special, 11 a.m. right here, where we have an entire panel. They bring different topics of discussion to the table, and we go around the horn. Let us move on to our third and final guest of the evening. He is a Canadian improv games legend, and he's also here to talk to us about winter. Let's welcome Marc Rowland to the show. Marc, how's it going?
Hey, it's going pretty good. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Marc, as someone who's here to talk about winter, what did you think about all that candle discussion?
Oh, I loved it. Candles. Yeah, they're a great way to light your home.
Yeah, great
Uh,
to light your home. So you like them for more practical purposes as opposed to the luxury purpose.
Yeah, well, if you think about, the amount that you'd be saving on, your electricity bill
Yeah.
overall,
Yeah. So
and
so you're also here to give us this is another frugal tip that if you want to heat your home up, light up a series of candles.
well, that's okay. So yeah, James, thanks for having me on. And you know that I wanted to talk to you today about comfy and frugal tips for winter,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
And
Well, the last time you were here, you gave us tips to have a safe and frugal Halloween.
yeah, so this is comfy and frugal winter
Okay,
season.
so
Okay.
staying comfortable during the cold weather in only the cheapest of ways.
Exactly, exactly. And so the biggest concern, of course, at all times is your hydro bill and your
Yeah.
electricity bill, right? That's a huge concern. Like, how big can it get? Like 120?
Mine just went up.
Yeah, exactly. How much are you paying?
Mine just went up to $47.
That's too much.
Yeah.
So something that you want to invest in, you want a lot of, is a lot of blankets. So you can
Yeah.
turn that heat down. You want
Okay,
it
so
to
you're saying don't turn the heat on during winter.
No, if you can, and this is a goal of mine, is I'm trying to limit my heat use to maybe like 1 to 2 nights a year.
So throughout the months of, let's say, late October into March, you only turn your
Yeah.
heater on once or twice.
That's it. That's it. On those really, really cold nights, it's like minus 30, and you're feeling
You
that
treat
chill to the
yourself to
bone.
some heat.
You got to treat yourself. So Christmas evening,
Yeah.
get the heat on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you need as many blankets and quilts as you can. So if you can, you should try to date or marry a quilter. So
Well, yeah, this way you save on buying them.
that's right, because the amount of, so yeah, check this one out. This one's really nice. Yeah.
It's like a carpet.
Yeah, it looks like a carpet, but this thing took a long time to make. And that's the thing, is the quilts are priceless. Like, if you were to charge someone per hour, like the actual value of a quilt, you'd be charging thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
But I've got so many of them, and I've got
Yeah.
them as gifts
And
for
it's
free.
because you're dating a quilter?
Well, actually, my mom's a quilter, so you can be born to a quilter, but if you weren't already born into that lifestyle, then you have to marry into it. So you got to look for so that's what my dad did. He was really smart and frugal. He found a quilter, and man, he nailed it.
Well, yeah, he's passing on some of his life hacks to you. So marry a quilter so you don't have to turn your heat on more than once or twice a winter.
That's it. That's it. If you can, get an old coat from a big friend, uncle, or stepbrother.
Wait, from a big friend or an uncle?
Yeah, someone who's big, so that you've got a lot of extra fabric, and you don't have to worry too much about size, because you're not going to borrow from someone who's small.
Mm-hmm.
There's the chance it's not going to fit, but if it's big's good for all winter.
All right. So now, are you going to bed in the winter jacket?
Yeah, you're probably going to go to bed in the winter, with a winter jacket and the
I have to ask you a question, Mark. You're really layering up right now, but according to the Weather Network, it's currently only 3 degrees. How cold is your home?
It's minus 10.
We have your window open?
No, actually, that's one of my my next tips, is you got to put the plastic up, James.
Right. Okay.
And you got to put the plastic up, reuse that plastic year to year. If you put it up, you got to take it down carefully. You don't want to rip it. You don't just go and throw it into the garbage. You got to take it down really carefully.
Wait, so you're recycling, you're peeling off the window plastic and then folding it?
Yeah, reduce, reuse, recycle, but in this case, reuse, James. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. You want to reuse that window plastic. And yeah, put it up. Make sure that you have everything sealed, windows and doors. Just have the whole thing sealed as much as possible.
That's a great tip.
Yeah. And since you're like turning the heat off, you know, you can have a room in the house as a larder.
A larder?
Yeah, a larder.
What is that?
Well, a larder. Sorry, 1 second, James.
Yeah.
So a larder is basically like an old style room that people would store their food in back in like you know, sort of like olden days. You know the olden days?
No.
Yeah, those people, you know, they didn't have hydro heat, right? They just had fireplaces and candles.
Yeah, and of course a larder room.
And a larder, yeah. Not a T, a larder. Like
it's with a D.
Yeah, so you can just turn any bedroom, like an unused bedroom, you could store food in there, and that way you wouldn't need to use your fridge, right?
Yeah.
So you could save money on that.
Okay, so you have a larder room, so you don't have to use your fridge.
Correct. Yeah, you don't need to use your fridge. You just use a cold room.
Okay, well, great. So now we've got your tips: is date someone who quilts, or if you're lucky enough, be born into a quilting family. Get a big guy or an uncle's jacket, have a larder room, and seal your windows. Do you have any other tips to how to have a comfortable and frugal winter season?
If you can, what you should do is go out and look for squirrel tracks in the snow.
Oh, squirrel tracks?
Yeah, because what are squirrels doing?
Well, they're foraging, I imagine.
Yeah, exactly. But squirrels also store nuts, James.
So are you following squirrels so you can steal their nuts?
Yeah, exactly. You go out there, you follow, trace the squirrel, you find out where they got their nuts, kept, and then you bring them back. You put them in your larder.
Oh, wait, so one of your tips is to no longer do groceries. You're following squirrels to steal their nut bounty?
Yeah, exactly. They do all the work. You reap all the benefits.
Well, you're still doing a bit of work. If you're tracking their tracks, you're still doing work.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're doing some work, but it doesn't cost you any cash. That's the big deal.
Yeah,
right.
That's the big deal.
It doesn't cost you any money.
So you're stealing
that's
animals.
the whole point.
Now, is it just squirrels or any other?
Yeah. Am I frozen?
No, we can hear you. Is one of your tips on
James,
money, not paying for
good.
a 56K modem?
Exactly. It's actually to steal internet from like a neighbor, basically, like to hack into their Wi-Fi.
Right. Because so you're not using your own internet. What's your Wi-Fi connection right now?
Oh, I mean, how would I know, James?
Well, you can just check your Wi-Fi settings.
And what does it tell me?
Yeah. What's the name?
How do I look? Okay, so properties. Is that what you want me to do?
Let's move on from this whole internet thing. So you're siphoning somebody else's Wi-Fi. This delay is becoming increasingly more upsetting to me.
Yeah, well, James, I told you, I'm trying to be comfy and frugal.
Yeah, well, yeah, you are. You don't pay for food. You don't pay for electricity. You don't pay for internet, and you steal food from animals.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And look, there's water everywhere during the winter. It's just stored out there.
You mean snow?
Yeah, exactly. You bring it in, you melt it, and man, you got free water all you want.
You don't have water? You don't have running water?
Well,
you only turn it on a couple times a year.
Christmas.
Yeah, you only turn
Because,
your
like,
water on.
Water, heat.
Yeah, you've been talking about treating yourself at Christmas. It's the one time a year you turn your heat on. The one time a year you turn your. What are you eating for Christmas?
Oh, I don't know. I got some like canned soup, so I put some of the
Stored in
squirrel
the
nuts in
larder.
there.
Stored in the
Yeah.
larder.
Exactly. Yeah, and that keeps all year, so I'm good.
Well, Marc, any final tips before we let you go, and your neighbor hopefully doesn't cut off the Wi-Fi to avoid any other
Yeah, they're
waters?
out on the balcony. They're out on the balcony right now, so I can
Yeah.
see they're knocking on the window.
Yeah, it's a good thing that you're hidden under all of those blankets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So my major tip would be this: if you can, hibernate.
Hibernate. So sleep for the entire.
That's it. Yeah. In the early winter, go and gather as many nuts as you can.
Yep.
Even if you can catch a squirrel, that's even better.
Even better.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Feast, like, because you need that protein.
Yeah, of course.
To get through a long winter. So spend that time, and then you're gonna have a comfy and frugal winter.
Great. Well, Marc, thanks so much for your tips for this upcoming winter season. Hang in there, and I hope at some point your neighbor upgrades to faster internet speed.
All right. Well, thank you very much, James. Thanks for having me on.
Yep. Stay warm. That is Marc Rowland, and that is also tonight's show, a brisk 1 hour episode, bell to bell, and I loved every minute of it. Of course, I want to thank Marc Rowland. I want to thank Carla Mah, and I want to thank Conor Rose for being here. Who knows? Maybe the next time we talk to Conor Rose, he will have touched a boob. And I hope for anyone out there who's hoping to touch a boob or anybody's body part, consenting, of course, over the next winter months, I hope you're able to achieve that in only the safest of ways. All right. Until then, I will see you on Friday night right here on Twitch. I am James. You are you. We were here. Good night. Goodbye. Farewell. And be well.